Hello. If you're joining, let's flip this around. Hello, hello. Hi. How are you? Go ahead and go outside here. Hi. Hello. Well, I said when I started to get things ready to sell, I'd go live, and that way if you happen to be local and see something you need, you know where to find it. Anybody that reaches out through this to us, if you happen to see our stuff on Marketplace, yeah, I'm not going to charge what I'm asking for on Marketplace. But I have, we did, hi Tammy, cute thing waving. All right, well, let's turn this around and I'll let you guys, we'll start out with something cute. Hi Sandra, hi Laura. Here's something's cute. Concho got a bath. The other day. Sugar Bear. And Checkers, little black and white guy. And then, of course, Asher. Asher! Hi. Hi, little buddy. You gonna say hi? You saying hi to everybody? How about you, Concho? Oh, there he is. You gonna say hi to everybody? Nope. Moving on. How about Sugar? Sugar, are you gonna say hi? Sugar! Hi! Hi, Sugar! Hi, Sugar! Hi! You guys having fun outside? The weather's nice. Yes, they are very cute, aren't they? Hi, Check. Checkers! Checkers! Where you going, buddy? They all have like total leaf butt though. Look at that. So silly. Yeah, they are really pretty. Where are they? There they are. Oh, we're gonna scratch now. Okay. Thank you. All right, so I thought I'd just go around and walk around and show you a few things that I finally got for sale. So, of course, when we came out here, the truck, everything looked like it cost us around $100. And now, just the truck and the little thing to tow the car is $2,500. So, and that's with a 15-foot truck instead of a 20. There we are. So good. You guys are back now? Yeah, so it's definitely time to ditch some stuff. Plus, I was in church and on Sunday before last, and all of a sudden I remembered, throw off everything that hinders and basically go after the prize. And I thought, okay, I need to not let stuff hold us back. So, yeah. So, so these are actually really nice leather bar stools. Like I can show you like the stitching details on them. And they're in good shape. I just brought them out this morning and dusted them off. So if you're around and you like those bar stools, I think I asked, I don't know, maybe $350 for the set, but you know, if you want them for a whole lot less than that, like I said, I'd be happy to sell them for less. Because I really just don't need them at our house in Texas. And at this point, it's costing us money just to get them back home. So don't be intimidated by that number. Feel free to lowball me on that. I have a fairly new shredder in almost perfect condition that I'm just tired of lugging it around. These are some tools. This weed eater, that was Mary and Joe's. It needs a little bit of a repair. I just never took it to a shop. They never charged me a thing. So if one of you wants it, just come get it. And then those blowers, the same for those. I mean, I might put them in Marketplace for like $5 or something. And then of course Claudette and I are going to have to part ways. But so hopefully we can at least recoup some of the money we spent on her and all her parts. So that would be nice. I've got that big artificial plant. I just need to not have to move it. So if someone has just wants the trouble of coming and getting it, it probably needs to be dusted a little better than I did. But that'd be good. Yeah, I'll go ahead and it's all under my name. I tried to make a link to my stuff. So yeah, that's what some of the thought is. Well, first of all, if I sell it, I have less stuff. And then second of all, if I get a little money, then it'll help pay for the moving truck for the stuff that we do want to keep. But like, there's this little plug-in wall sconce. I recently, I got this as a gift. I used it one time. I haven't posted that yet. And then this was another gift, and holy cow, these things are like $150. I had no idea it was such a nice gift. So, oh, you hose those trees off. Yeah, I've used my high velocity blower, like I used to blow off the dog stuff. Yeah. And then so these were some gifts that I received that I never really got to get any good out of. This was from my sister, but look at all the nice things that came in it. And I just don't need any more stuff to have to move. So it's yellow. Maybe this would make, oh look, I smashed a bug on it. That's too bad. It was perfect before. So there's that. And then I haven't unpacked this yet. These are, when it says 3 large candlesticks, I'm not kidding. Like one of them is probably 2.5 or more feet tall. And then there's a couple others that are really tall too. I think they're all silver. I have to dig them out. But it's just another big box. I've got these 2 wall sconces I haven't opened up yet. They're quite nice. And I don't have any scissors to open them to show you guys. That's too bad, Lori. Okay, wait, here we go. That wasn't too bad. The looks like the tape is starting to lift anyway. Oh, this was the better packing tape. We should have gotten better packing tape than what we got. Okay. Oh, good. Now these do require a hard connection, but they're a dark bronze base. You can kind of, and then a more squarish shade. But they're quite nice. But like I said, I'm at a point where I just don't need to have more stuff that I need to move. And anything else here? This, I don't know if you can see it. It's like a little mat. It unfolds. So like picnics or just events, it's pretty big. It's pretty handy, but yeah, just don't need to transport it. And we'll take a little walkie over here. Now, these are some of the trees and plants that we're going to sell. And then these here, a couple of them a little worse for wear. The lavender I'm going to hang on to, and those boxwoods I'm going to hang on to. And then these tall ones I want to hang on to. I think are they cedar or spruce? I think they're spruce. One of these should tell me which it is. I guess it's just faded. I'll hang on to those. But then a lot of these others I'll sell. Yeah, our house is fully furnished at back in Texas. And that's some of the motivation here is that, I don't need to just bring everything back, right? So the only exception is that, Mervyn, his parents own a big plant place. In fact, when I was at the auction here, I was giving them some competition for these plants. So if they wanted to buy basically everything because if you look like a nursery, that would be a great investment for a nursery, all that. So if they wanted to buy everything at a flat price and not nickel and dime by plant, then I would give up some of those plants and just repurchase them in Texas. But I do have a home for a lot of the pieces. And these are the chairs. I had them all, I washed them and I had them all covered. Except for, there's a fly right there. But you can see I got them all dusted off, and I got the legs, all the wood looking really nice on the legs, and I got them photographed. So that's 2 sets of 4. See, that's the tarp I had over them. That obviously didn't stay very well. I'll have to tie it down better or something. And then, the buffet again. It's still there. Or in here. It's really heavy. Sorry about the noise. So there it is. That hutch and buffet. Yeah, they're worth a lot of money, but if it's going to involve shipping, then I'm like, I don't know. And then this inversion table, that's probably worth quite a bit of money too. So we'll make that available to someone. And if Mindy's on, Mindy, if you want something, just let me know and I'll make arrangements to leave it for you for the next time you come down here somehow. So, and then most of the rest of that stuff I just need to go through. I'll probably make a big donation to another animal rescue or a shelter or something, just to unload more of what needs to get unloaded. So you're gonna come in the house with me. I'm still getting lots of fruits and vegetables. Well, not fruit, but veggies. See, look, I still have a lot of tomatoes that came in. And then this is the cilantro. I'm going to try to harvest all these coriander seeds, so that will be nice. And then this little X-Base table with the wheels. I'm going to sell that. These 2 little nightstands, they're just little metal tables. I'm going to sell those. Both of these rugs, the tall one's on Marketplace. The lower one, this one was probably it's a Karastan, so it's an actual quality wool rug. I want to say it was $800, $900, $1,000 new with a 20-year warranty. You'd see on one of the sides, see the little fringe, this little band of fringes needs to be tacked back down. But other than that, it's in pretty good condition. I'm only asking $75 for it. And then this one, it's a really nice braided rug. I don't think we've ever actually used it. I ordered it for one of my houses, and then because the dogs, I never put it out. Yeah, they are really nice rugs. This was another very nice rug from Pottery Barn. A couple of the, on the corner here, a couple of these little stitches need to be tacked back down in the two corners. But other than that, that's in pretty good shape. I can't remember if I advertised that one. I think I did. Yeah. I have this floor lamp without a lampshade. That just needs a new home. I don't want to take it. I'm not going to take that. Now, the little round table that's on the sofa, I am going to take. But the sofa, I'm not going to take back with me. I think I asked $150 or $200 for the sofa is all. But I might lower that just because it's big and it's heavy. It's a high quality sofa, but it's a few years old. You can see like the zipper. I don't know if it needs to be replaced or just like unzipped and rezipped, but it's like a good full sofa with a fitted cover. So all of this can be washed again, all of these. And the zipper on the bottom of one of these pillows needs to be replaced. And it's, the cushions could be used being restuffed. It's clearly been sat on and used, but it's a nice kind of a timeless contemporary style that someone could use. Yeah. And then I'm going to sell them that drafting table. I put that on Marketplace. It's pretty nice. It's got the nice bar and the roller here. We're going to sell the pair of lamps there. Did I put those on? I think, yeah, those are on Marketplace too. That might be like all of our big stuff. I think that's all the big stuff. Because there's nothing there's no furniture upstairs, and that's everything. We do have a full-size bed that we just bought. It was just a little something from IKEA, just to get the mattress off the ground. Excuse me, sorry. Coughing. Vicky, we think we would still come back. I mean, we're so, this is where we wanted to be, and it's a big disappointment. But after spending all the money we spent to come here the first time, and now the money that we're spending to get back to Texas, this has been a pretty expensive, few months doing what we did. So we'd have to reevaluate, Yeah. Yeah, it's totally true. This is going to be the hardest part, to say goodbye. Right here. You know me, I honestly won't miss the house. I'm excited about not living in it anymore, actually. But the property is heartbreaking. And the ducks, saying goodbye to the duckies, that's heartbreaking. The fish are all down below because there's not food. Well, just for old time's sake, let's get some food, see if they come up, shall we? Here they come. Yay. We don't know who's having the ducks. I did reach out to Sanctuary and they didn't get back to me. Yeah. Look at those babies. Hi, fish. Yeah, it does need a lot of work. Thank you, Pam. Yeah. All right. I know there's some smaller ones in there, but they're too big to be babies. I mean, I don't know how fast they would grow unless they had babies like last year. Yeah, I was actually talking to my Aunt Kay, and she was really excited that we came and that we did this, and she's really excited that we're going back. You know, that we were willing to do that and have an adventure, and take a risk. You know, risk of not being comfortable, and so thank you, Randy and Anna. Yeah, that's what I wondered too, Kate, is that maybe they kept the babies down low just for their safety. We did have a predator got one fish one time, so if that's what they did, I completely understand. Yeah, we're really excited, and I don't know if you saw my my son and almost daughter-in-law. They had their gender reveal on Saturday, and it's a baby girl. So that's really cool. So, and her due date is December 26th. So it should be, like, since I'm not the one having the child, it should be a really fun Christmas with all the preparations for the baby and everything. I made my last run today and got 2 big bags of layer crumbles. So we'll get the duck food all stocked up before we go. No, we just, until we purchased the house, we just were making some rent payments. And just for the house, not for the whole property. So nobody owes anybody anything. We need to go through the electric bill and just make sure that Mark and I paid our share. But we don't use much, so yeah. Yeah, we will. Plus we're on Hope Ministries on Sundays, so that'll be it. I got these this far because I drove my car down here, but I need Mark's help to load it. I was getting down to the wire, and I just wanted to make sure that there was food for these guys. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. I wish, because you know, we were gonna keep the. And so, in a lot of ways, I'm so glad I do have these lives to go back and look at and, you know, remember these videos of these guys. There, you're back. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, you hear the Jurassic Park? Yay! Yeah, sorry about that. When I was up close to the house, I turned the data off, but when I'm this far away, I relies on the data. Hi, Mary Beckish. There's Mr. Sebastian. Hi, Sebastian. Here he comes. Oh, here, let's zoom out so he'd make you sick. Here he comes. Jackie Poo. Jackie Poo. Hi. Hi, Jack. I'll go back in there if I think I can. I know that, or maybe I was going to see if maybe I can, I'd just be nice if someone close by could feed the ducks, but I don't know, with the relationship with Mervin, and I don't know. I don't think that's an option. Hi, Chucky Poo. You coming to say hi? Are you coming to say hi? Thank you. Thank you, Carly. Yay. Oh, congratulations, Eileen. Hey, Chuck. Hi, big guy. You playing? Are you playing? Yeah. No, I didn't renovate anything in there. We're waiting till we owned it to do any renovations. Yeah, I know. He chats. Yeah. He moos, and then he does this higher pitched like call. I call it his pterodactyl voice. Chuck! Chuck, hi! Why, hello! You didn't give a kiss? Don't bang my hand. No, it's just because of the flies, guys. Hi. Oh, thank you, Chuck. Thank you. You my sweet boy, huh? Yeah. Hi, Chucky Poo. And hi, Uno. Your brother's looking really good, Uno. Hi. Hi, Uno. You look so cute. Yes. Aww. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Yeah, and I think Jeff did say he could help out. I don't know any details, but I did hear the same thing you said. I know. I wish they could, like, just even a part of the pig area, you know, get some volunteers to dig up the liner from this one and put the liner in part of the pig area since it's already all torn up. Hi, Mindy Lackey. Sorry about Sissy. What you doing? We're just listening to Chuck here make all his Jurassic Park sounds. Where are you going, big guy? Well, there he goes. Oh, see? He went over to there. He wants me to give him grains. Well, you turned your dish over. Okay, I'll come. Oh, I thought he was going to make the high-pitched sound. Because he opens his mouth and sticks his neck out and he goes, woo! Like that. I think it's about that pitch, too. Not far from it, anyway. All right, let's go around and see if that's what he wants me to do. I think Mindy advised them on Sissy. My understanding was she got her ear hurt. Is that correct? I'm just walking around to go. Scrape the bottom of the barrel for Chuck. Chuck overturned all these tables the other day. Tables and benches. over here, big guy. We traded places. I came around to see you. Aw, good boy, Chuck. Look what he did to my manicure. Okay. Okay, Chuck. Hi. All right. Right close again. Okay, Chucky Poo. All right. Now, I don't really feed them. See, I just give them a little bit as a treat. But look at your dishes are so far away. Let me try this. Ready? And epic fail. But they still eat it. Here comes Uno. I'll get you some too, Chucky Poo. There you go. You can have it from right there. Yeah, he has his own sound. Aw, Uno, you came over. You want your own little pile? I know that's not enough for you to share. Chuck, you finish your pile. That pile's for Uno. There's still some more on the ground for you, buddy. Yeah. Well, you guys know me and animals. I love him too. Yeah. I get crazy attached, but I get attached to like animals through a photograph. You know, certain animals, I feel like they just like their little hearts just reach right through a photograph and get me. Hi, Chuck. Oh, careful. Do you know what the zap? Look what he does to that grass. Scrape. Roots and all. Hi, Uno. And this guy. You're so cute, Uno. I love his little orange curly hair on the top of his head. So cute. Hi, Uno. Yeah, the flies are increased in population again. It's probably time for another treatment. Yeah, it's hard to imagine that we're it's just, 5 more days on the farm here. Hi, big guy. Big, beautiful Chuck. Well, we're supposed to get the truck on Friday. And then we were going to load it Friday and Saturday and leave Sunday. And I think we're still going to leave Friday and a little bit Saturday morning and then leave Saturday. But I think we're going to load Friday and Saturday so we can hopefully sell more stuff on Saturday and then leave Sunday morning. Oh, you're leaving me, huh, Chucky Poo? Yep. How about you, Uno? Yeah, so it's only 5 days. And Mark's working today, and then he has Tuesday, Wednesday off this week, and then his last day is Thursday. I don't know. what I'll do with fixing up the farmhouse. It would seem strange to stop it, but if I'm not fixing up a farmhouse, I'll probably, some people have subscribed, and I feel like that's not fair to them. But I could change the name, and it would just be a little different thing, more on maybe the animal rescue side of my life. The rug is, I want to say like 5'7" by 7'11" ish. Yeah. So maybe I'll give it a new name. I'd love to have another avenue to support the rescues, and I do transports for them too. So that would be kind of fun to go live with Keeping Up with the Westons. I have friends that would laugh that you said that, Carly. They'd be like, really? What's to keep up with? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. But yeah, so you can see it's really, it's a beautiful thing when, animals are at a shelter, and especially if it's a euthanization situation. It's very cool to have people step forward and foster, and for rescues to get these animals seen by a vet. And then a lot of times I will go, I'll do a transport. So, when they get their freedom ride out of there, it's a pretty cool thing. Hi, Chucky Poo. You don't need a freedom ride. You've got it good. Yeah. Thank you. Yep. I know, and it's wild too, because I do love Chuck. I used to ride horses when I was young, and back in the day I had to stop because my allergies were so bad I couldn't see. And it didn't stop me. Like, I would just keep riding even though I literally couldn't see. And finally my parents were like, that's a lot of money for you to bounce around and not be able to see where you're going. Hi, Chuck. Hi, Chuck. Hi. Hi. Yeah. Yeah, so it would be sporadic, although my lives are pretty sporadic anyway. So yeah, so you would mostly see Pomeranians getting pulled and Chow Chows getting pulled. What you doing, Chuck? And sometimes I'll do a transport to, like if there's an animal that needs to get to a veterinarian, and it has like a foster family, but let's say they work all the time and they can't get it scheduled, so sometimes they'll look for a volunteer to transport them. Actually, Marcus surprised me. I knew I went through some pretty heavy grieving 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I kind of thought, I didn't expect it from Mark, but he's really disappointed, very disappointed. And so he's kind of in a funk because of it. Yeah. I think the hardest part, like once I get actually driving away, will be really, really hard. And then once time has gone by, because at this place, everywhere I look, there's something screaming at me that needs to get done or needs some attention. And, once I'm back in a more managed situation, it'll be hard, because then I'll be wishing I was here helping out over at the farm. Yeah, bring the rooster back to Texas. That would be good. I don't think so. Yeah, it is crazy. Yes, in fact, I will. At least right now, I plan on, once we get moved, making the arrangements to come back for the farm show and help out. And that'll become, because that'll kind of, we get snow in the Dallas area. It tends to not be that much, and then all of a sudden we'll get like a snowmageddon. I know that's what I worry, that I'll get bored, but then again, I know myself. I have 2 speeds, on and off. Yes, it's hard to get bored on the farm. And I think that's the other thing. It's just the fact that I wake up and there's just so much, like, oh, look who's close. Sorry, I have to interrupt my talking for a cow interaction here. Hi, Uno. Hi, baby. Thank you. That's really special, Uno. Hi, Chucky Poo. Hi, Chucky Poo. No. I know, it's just because of the flies. Yes. Careful with my hand. Careful with my hand. Thank you. Thank you. Is my hand like a salt lick? Probably not, though. I've been working, so I've been washing my hands a lot. Whew. Those flies. Yeah, it is a new season. Oh, that would be nice, Leanne. Yeah, neither one of us will miss the long, crazy cold. All right, let's go back up and see if the fish are still up at the top. There she is. Yep, Chucky Poo. Yep, and now I have my Chuck voice. That's his sound. His 2 sounds. No, you didn't miss the fish. We'll go say hi to the fish again. Plus, I was a little sad about the idea of, the fall with all the decorations and then the Christmas coming and not having my kids come over. So we'll still have the kids for the holidays. Again, that's really nice. See if I can go around. There we go. If I get the sky above me, then it's easier to see the fish. That only took me, 5 months to figure out? Have you had a dream about the fish? Aww. I had a nightmare about the goats. That was horrible. I woke up at like 3 a.m. just crying like crazy. Look at that. Hi, fishy fish. Hi, fishy fish. They're so relaxing. What are the fish names? Fish don't have names that I know of. Look at that. I know, I was already thinking, I'm like, so everyone's just gonna get like, you know, nice presents. And then this baby that isn't even born yet is gonna have a stockpile under the tree, right? Yeah, they do look so healthy. And then look how beautiful this is. It's just so lush and thick. You can see my shadow on it. Like if I back away, you'll see. Look how it grew in. It's really pretty. And then there too. Look at that. You can't even see the container anymore. Sorry about it if it's cutting out. I can hear it kind of gurgling. Jay has me check this. There's an inlet and an outlet, and I have to keep it clear. I don't know if you can see down here, but you can hear it snorkeling, or whatever that sound is. I don't know how to describe it. And nothing's overflowing or everything's moving fine, but it was making noise, so I just wanted to make sure it was clear. Well, I really just tried to maintain as much as I could. I haven't done any, other than that, I haven't really done much. Am I taking some mint with me? Good question. Not the water mint, because I don't have a water source there. But, and I don't know if this will make it. I did take some of the mint, and it has more of a rhizome root system. So we'll see if it makes it. It's already, I did it yesterday, and it's already looking, you know, like it's having trauma. But I bought these from the neighbor, 2 of them, and they got really leggy and everything, and then they've come back. So those will go to Texas with me because they're not part of it. And I had planted rosemary, and I did take it, I replanted it into a large pot to take to Texas with me because rosemary does really well in Texas. And those grasses I brought with me, and the hydrangea. And then, can you believe this? This is the little flower that Lauren bought me for my birthday way back in January. Can you believe it is still blooming? I've never had like a little plant in a pot, you know, like from, I don't know, a little grocery store or a market or something. Lasts so long. So that's definitely coming to Texas. Look at that. That's a fresh bloom. Yeah, the daisy. And it's pink, Lauren's favorite color, so it's really special. And anything else over here? Yep. So just those 2 and that one, and then we'll see. But let's see. There we go. So I'll get out in the shade. The sunlight's hitting me weird. I'm getting all flush. I don't know why. I haven't been feeling really good. Like in the evenings, I've been feeling kind of like worn out, like I'm fighting something, congested and stuff. So first I thought it was stress, but I don't think it's stress anymore. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, but thank you guys for joining me. I'll try to, I'll see if I can put links on the page. If not, it's just me, Lori Weston. That's my Facebook thing, and it's a picture of me holding this little white rescue dog that I fostered. And you can go to stuff we're selling if you're interested. And I guess I'll say goodbye. I'm sure I'll see you again soon. Bye, everybody.